taking advantage of those opportunities.
When we talked to him a little bit, he's not a guy who's thinking about the NFL. He's pretty grounded about what's realistic for him and focused more on a career in healthcare, things like that. Has he always been a grounded guy like that?
Well, he's a very sharp guy, and he's the kind of guy that realizes that you don't put all your eggs in one basket. I'm not saying the NFL deal is not there. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But he knows that there's more to this than just football in the future, and you got to start getting ready for it now. I knew when he walked in, he was going to be that kind of guy.
What would be an ideal? I think last year, by the end of the season, DeMario was getting about 40% of the carries, and Ish was about 30%, somewhere in there. What would be an ideal backfield split in your mind?
We generally go with the hot hand. That's kind of how we do it. I think we start off kind of a 2-to-1 type. Just because one's a starter, but they're both considered starters, so it could be 2-to-1, it could be 50-50. From week to week, it just depends on who's rolling, who's getting it done. That's kind of how we started off, though.
I mean, if Roundtree's got the hot hand, could he be the feature back some games?
Certainly could, absolutely. He won't go in as a primary role guy right now, but we'll bring him along slowly. But you know what? If he's got the hot hand, heck yeah, we'll roll with Roundtree. We'll do what's best for our offense.
Yeah. Did you guys learn anything last year from DeMario didn't get a lot of carries. Obviously, he had the fumble against West Virginia, but wasn't used a lot early in the season. And then by like we talked about, by the end of the year, he was kind of the feature guy. Does that maybe change the way you think about Larry and how he could be used, knowing that you've had success with freshman running backs before?
No, I think with all freshmen, you kind of try to bring them along slowly. This is for some of them, this is the first time they played in a year. For Larry, it's different because he was in high school last year. A lot of them are redshirt, so they don't get to play right away. So this is a big game, regardless of who you're playing. They walk out on that field, they get those bugs, and they get a little nervous a little bit. So to throw them out there in the fire in the first game, I think it just kind of slowly. My philosophy has always been bring it along slowly, and then as the year goes on, you put more on their plate to see what they can do.
When it comes to that game usage, Cornell, do you feel that there's enough of a contrast between, I guess we'll say the three options, between DeMario and Ish? We already kind of know how they look, but between Jordan, that it makes it easier for you guys in the flow of a game or in the flow of game planning to say, here's where we want the spots for these three?
Well, we kind of have a feel for where they will play in the game already. We have a feel for that now. That's how we go in thinking, but the game flows, and sometimes that changes, and sometimes you stick to your plan. So it varies from game to game. But we go in having a plan already in place for each player.
Mm-hmm. And so, you say the hot hand gets a lot of the time. How much success is almost too much success? How does that work collaboratively kind of through the game between you and Coach Heupel and Coach Odom, figuring out who gets
we both kind of, myself, Coach Odom he oversees everything. Offensively, it goes through myself and Coach Heupel. We both kind of make decisions on who we're going to ride with and who we think that we need to pull back a little bit. It varies from game to game.
Thanks, Cornell.
Yeah, sure.
Coach, so kind of going with that a little bit more, what do you like? Obviously, DeMario is kind of like this. I don't want to say star, but he's kind of the feature guy. Ish is the hard-nosed guy who does whatever you guys need. What does kind of Larry bring to the table? What's his role?
Well, Larry is that third guy for us right now. We just, again, as I said, kind of bringing him along slowly. You're always preparing for the what-if plan, and every rep for him is a valuable rep. We'll have a couple series, depending on how the game goes, maybe more. But you're always preparing for that what-if plan, and I think these reps for him, being a young guy, are huge. And every rep he gets is so valuable. So we'll bring him in a little bit in the first half. We'll bring him in a little bit in the second half and see how it goes. And we'll see where it goes from there.
assuming that the Missouri State game kind of goes as planned, you know.
What is planned? I just play. I hope,
I mean,
they're going for a win.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, so they're a lesser opponents. I mean, but what can you
I
take
wouldn't
away?
say they're a lesser opponent.
Well, on paper,
put that-
I'm not gonna put that out there. But I'm just saying, this is just me asking you the question.
They are as big as game as we have right now.
Okay.
Our goal is to go in and do our best to try to come away with a victory.
Well, facing
Not a lesser opponent. You didn't hear me say that.
facing a FCS team, what kind of can you take away from that? You know, I mean, if you have a lot of success, or what are the things, I guess, when you go back and look at film, what are you looking at as far as, I guess, a successful game? Obviously the win, but I'm saying after that, you know, looking at individual players.
You know, we've been in this business for a while. You don't say this game is bigger than that game. All of them are the same. We're going to run the same plays, and there's certain things that we're looking for that play to be successful, regardless of who we're playing against. We're going to run power, and we're going to run it against Missouri State, as we will South Carolina, as we will Auburn, and anybody else. And so we're looking for certain things for that particular play. For sure. And so we're just looking to execute one play at a time. If we can get that done, then we're going to be all right.